I am Gianna Blanchard. I am the new Director of Youth Ministry here at St. Theresa, and I am so excited to be doing an interview and tell you a little bit about myself. The reason I wanted to be a youth minister was because as a teenager, there were a lot of decisions that I had to make that included my Catholic faith. Some of them were hard, some of them were really easy. As a youth minister, I want to be there for the teens and the young people who are at that turning point in their life where they're going to start having to make decisions for themselves, especially as confirmation students or right after they've been confirmed, whether to stay in the church, whether to include God in everything in their life. We are designed to hold the faith as the priority of our life and continue in that community and fellowship within the church. One of my greatest desires is to guide our teens and our youth into that community and into that fellowship and show them that there is a really beautiful way of living. I like really, really spicy food. I like really spicy hot sauce on everything, like ghost pepper hot sauce and Carolina Reaper cheese from H-E-B. It's the best. And I like to torture myself that way. It's a fun pastime for me. The best surprise about living in Austin has been the hills in West Austin, and that is because as someone who's from upstate New York, I lived in a very rural area with lots of mountains and hills and beautiful foliage, and I thought of Texas as a flat desert land with nothing but tumbleweeds. So coming here and seeing the beautiful blue skies just all the time and the beautiful hills was a really nice surprise. My confirmation saint is St. Catherine Labouré. St. Catherine Labouré was a daughter of charity of St. Vincent de Paul in France, and she was the one who was asked to take the medallion to her confessor and ask that it be made into a necklace to be worn in order to receive graces from Our Lady. The reason I chose her was because of her beautiful relationship with Our Lady and how close she was to her at a young age. Another reason I chose St. Catherine Labouré was her conviction over being able to stand her ground against people who doubted her and contradicted what she was telling them. Her mom died at age 12. St. Catherine looked to Our Lady immediately and said, "You are my mother now." And I really aspired to that relationship, that closeness that she had with Our Lady. My ideal day off starts with sleeping in, and then getting brunch in a diner with my husband, probably getting pancakes. And then going home and taking a nap, and then maybe taking a hike and painting. So my favorite medium to work with is gouache paint, and it is a medium between acrylic and watercolor paint. It's reactivated with water, but it has different levels of opacity. So you can add on thickness, you can make it light. It's really easy to work with, and that's just something I enjoy doing. I would really like to see Anna Netrebko at the Metropolitan Opera House in New York City, and I would like to see her in any opera. Opera is one of my favorite genres of music, and I used to love seeing operas and being in operas, and it's just something that I still hope to do. I would really like a PhD level of knowledge in sacred music. The reason for this is because I think sacred music ties back to just the history of music, and knowing the really minute details of sacred music, the history of sacred music, would tie into music today and music then, and I would just know all of these cool little nuggets. So that is something I would like to know. And Anna Netrebko is my favorite oh my gosh.
I don't think I can fix that one.
Sorry. Let me just start over.